Hello, my name is Brandon Pfeiffer, and I'm the Jet-Vac Ibak product specialist, and I'm here with my boss.
Hi, I'm Joe Chiappone. I am the Director of Camera Operations here at Jet-Vac. My job is to oversee all camera-related activities within this company.
Well, Joe, what's it like working for Jet-Vac?
It's an incredible opportunity. I feel very blessed, and it keeps me very busy and keeps me thinking all the time, which I really enjoy.
One thing that I think is really impressive is your background. Could you share with everybody your background?
My background for most of my life, well, most of my adult life, it was spent in the military. I was in the Air Force and I worked on the F-16s across the street, doing the avionics on them. So I always tell people, they ask that question, what's your background? And I'll tell them, I used to work on planes. Now I work on the same things, they just don't fly. So it's the same things, it's boards, it's wiring, but it's exactly the same kind of work. And I think it was meant for me.
Yeah. So, how long ago did you come on board here?
Approximately 6 years ago is when I started.
What was the service side of the camera line like at that point?
Uh, it was me. So I was the first. So the camera, well, there was one guy before me who was leaving and I was taking over. So there was one position and we had a pretty much the equivalent of a closet to work out of. No test equipment, no demo equipment, none of that. We were pretty much starting from the ground up.
So, did you send a lot of work up to Rapidview, or did you do that in-house as much as you could?
All in-house from day one. That was my goal, was to do everything in-house.
Awesome.
So like I said, that was my goal, is to do everything in-house, and I think we've done a good job of that. We have shipped over 6 years. Maybe we've shipped 2 items up to Rapidview to have them work on it, but primarily everything that has been repaired has been done at Jet-Vac for our customers, and that's what our goal is to 100% take care of our customers.
So, is Ibak the only cameras that you deal with in your position?
Our camera labs, we deal in rigid and Ibak. So we have one highly qualified rigid technician who does all of our rigid repairs for all of our facilities. And then on the Ibak side, we have 6 techs and 3 locations.
So, back when you started, and then looking at today, like, did you ever envision that where we are today was something that was going to come to fruition?
No. The only direction I was given is do your best, and that's what I've done. And I've been given the resources to make this as good as we can make it. So everything that I've asked for, we've received, and we have built this thing into what it is slowly over time with full support from the management here at Jet-Vac.
So, along those lines, how has your role changed since hiring in, being everything to everybody to today?
Um, it changes every day. It never stops changing. But my role is to support the camera operations of this company. So if that is assisting you, that's one thing. If it's assisting the technicians, that's another. If it's talking to the salespeople, that's another piece of it. So there's a whole lot of different facets to it, and I have to adjust on a daily basis on how I do that. And all I can do is do my best, and that's what I try to do.
So, I like to brag on you. And one thing that Jet-Vac has done is they've implemented these QR codes for our equipment. Could you talk about that for a moment?
Yes, the QR codes was a great idea. I think Justin came up with these, and we stick these on all of our equipment, and everything that leaves the door gets a sticker. So if someone has a problem with a piece of equipment, they scan it, and we get notification via email and through messaging internal in the company of exactly what that equipment is and what the problem is, so we can address it.
So, we talked earlier about the equipment itself and why we represent that brand. but how does that choice affect your job with the reliability of the equipment?
It's crucial. Nobody wants to work on a piece of junk. So we're highly technical. Everything we do is highly technical, and what we don't find with this equipment is warranty work. You're not going to get something brand new on a truck or in a system that has a problem. All of our work is driven by use through wear and tear, and of course you're going to have accidents where things happen, and we have to be able to fix anything that we sell. So anything that rolls out this door, we're prepared to fix, and the quality of it is extremely important, because the customer with no quality, they will never be happy, and we will never be able to keep up on the service side. So we're extremely grateful and blessed to be running with Ibak.
I try to tell people in my demos that 98% of the failures in the equipment was something that I did wrong.
That's probably accurate.
Yeah.
But there are the occasionals where there's no explanation, and that's where we come in. We have to figure it out and get it back to working order.
I think you guys do a great job at that. Where do you see the future of this department going?
The future is bright. It's going to be exactly what we do, just on a bigger scale. So, like this lab we have here behind us, this is our home base, so we have the most amount of technicians here. In our other 2 locations, we have 1 each in each location. In the future, I foresee growth in those labs where we have more techs and more capability.
So along the line of techs, is this just a job where you can hire anybody, or is this something you do a lot of work to find the right person?
We look for technical people with backgrounds. Like my background is working on aircraft, on wiring and troubleshooting. Some of our other techs, one is a electrician by trade, so wiring and troubleshooting in his background. Some of the other ones are previous technicians, so some background in a technical capacity is preferred. So what I tell people is you need good eyes and a steady hand, and you have to be able to troubleshoot, and then we can teach you anything you want to learn. So that's what I look for, and sometimes it works out with people and sometimes it doesn't. You just have to be able to troubleshoot is the most important factor that we look for.
One thing I'd like to highlight is your job versus working for Jet-Vac itself. Like, how does working for a company like Jet-Vac reflect on just your day-to-day life at this career?
It is a blessing because I'm not going anywhere. I am tied to this company through my agreement to work here, and also my wife works here. It's a family business, and we are not going anywhere until it's retirement time. So every day for me is a blessing, and all I have to do is work, be productive, and make it a little bit better every day.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate your time and sharing a little bit about you with us.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you.